What is crack-a-lackin', my fellow raiders? It's Infection here, and today, boys, I'm bringing you yet again another Ark Raiders video. In this video, guys, I'm going to be discussing the best method I have found to get the rusted gears, because these things are a pain in the actual rear end, bro. I cannot stand finding these, and unfortunately, there's no fantastic way to farm a lot of them very fast. But there is a sustainable method to get your 3 rusted gears that you need for upgrades. And if you need them for anything else, this is a method you can use. So, with that all being said, let's just jump right into the video. Alright, so to start your hunt for these suckers, you're going to want to go to the dam operations map. Now, you can do this on night or day. Night does have a higher chance of dropping higher tier loot. I don't know how much it affects it for this method because, I'm going to be honest, I ran day and I ran night, and the maximum rusted gears I could pull in a single match was 1, and I did this 3 times to try and get more, and I could only ever get 1 per match. But that being said, I was averaging at least 1 every match I did this. So the RNG is pretty scarce on this, but you can get them from doing it like this. So what I found, if you pull up your map here, is on the northern sector of this map, there's basically a loop that you can do, or I shouldn't say a loop, but rather a half circle around the top of this map. Essentially, all you're going to be doing is following the roads where all the vehicles are. And then what you're going to be doing as you're following the roads is breaking off into the apartment complexes that have parking lots and that also have vehicles inside of them as well. Now, where I like to start is at the beginning of the power generation complex, and I work my way right down the road here, and just be sure you're hitting every vehicle that you can with a closed hood. That's what you're looking for. The vehicles without hoods on them, you can't loot, so you're only looking for the ones with the closed hoods, and that's where you can find the rusted gears from. And I work my way all the way down the highway here. Then, right next to the exfil there's going to be 3 to 2 buses that you can loot. I have found these buses tend to have a higher chance of dropping the higher tier mechanical components. So you can get the rusted gears, I believe, a little bit more likely here at these buses. But with that being said, there's only 3 buses, and it's still not a super high chance of getting them out of these. So what you want to do is after you hit the buses, you keep following it. You want to go up into the pattern house. There should be some cars around there. And then you come back down to the highway. And then now when you come to the highway, there's going to be a broken part of it. So you want to hit the group of cars at the first part of the break. And then there's a second part of the break. There's a nifty little trick. You can walk around this rock here and you can climb up on the bridge. And there's another about, I'd say, 6 to 8 cars here that also have a chance for having closed hoods. Now, once you've hit those vehicles, you jump back down the way you came up and you go right back to the road, and you're basically just going to keep following this loop all the way around until you hit the next apartment complex up on the left side of the map here. They're going to be called Ruby Residence and Pale Apartments. And essentially, you're just going up into the parking lots around these apartment complexes here and just looking for more of the vehicles with their hoods closed. And then now, once you get to the end of the Pale Apartments and you've looted all the vehicles, that's essentially the end of the run here. You can go to the other side of the map, and there still is more vehicles to hit. But at this point, you're going to be probably well about 10 minutes into this run, if not more. And depending on if it was a fresh lobby or not when you got in, you're probably just going to want to be getting out with whatever loot you have. But essentially, all you want to do is to just keep repeating this process. And like I said, I did yield about 1 rusted gear from doing this every time I did it. Granted, it's not super fast and it is pretty tedious, but this is the best method that I have found up to this point to get these rusted gears. And as I said in the beginning, guys, depending on where you spawn, you can either start on the power generation complex side of things, or you can start over here by the Pale Apartments and work your way up around the other way. That is pretty much it for the video, though. As always, if you guys did enjoy this video, do be sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe. It goes a really long way for me, and I would really appreciate it. And you guys have just all been so awesome in this community, helping me out, grow this channel, and everything like that. So I just really appreciate any little support that you guys give me. I love hearing from you down in the comments. I love responding to everybody. And if you guys do know some other methods to farm these, do be sure to let us know down in the comments so we can continue to grow as a community and learn this game together. But with all that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video, and this is Infection, signing off.